you dare look back, just keep your eyes on me. I said you're holding back. She said shut up and dance with me. This woman is my destiny. She said ooh, shut up and dance with me. We were victims of the night, the chemical, physical kryptonite. Help us through the base and the fading light. Oh, we were bound to get together, bound to get together. She took my arm, I don't know how it happened. We took the floor and she said, oh, don't you dare look back, just keep your eyes on me. I said you're holding back. She said shut up and dance with me. This woman is my destiny. She said ooh, shut up and dance with me. It's time to shake it up, so stir the pot, baby, dish. Come on and face the music, time to shine, just make a wish. You got so many problems, but the night is young. One down and pass it around from
Hey, everybody. Hope you were all doing well. How have my wonderful players been since last session?
All right.
I'm here this time.
That's
I'm
right.
always a silly snake.
Key.
Key.
So, anybody got anything new and fun going on before we jump into the recap and all of the fun stuff that comes with that?
Yeah, I've been playing Cursed Tarkov.
You have been.
According to you.
It felt like a crime.
It's not actually a crime. I would never commit crimes with mods.
It's never a war crime the first time, and you are the one Canadian in the group, as far as I'm aware. So.
Hey.
I'm Canadian.
Oh,
Oh,
hey.
well, there we go.
War crime buddy!
Yay!
I took what quite possibly could be the worst exam I've ever taken yesterday. But I was not surprised that that was the case. It is one of the hardest exams in the entire degree. It is the first exam for Electronic Circuits 1.
I wanted to make a joke out of that. I really did. Fuck.
I'm getting buff like King.
Hell yeah.
And I have
That's
2
my
more
gym
exams to make
goals.
up tomorrow.
That does not sound like a very fun time.
Luckily, they're going to be easier exams.
That's good.
One of them is one of them is open book, open notes, just literally no Googling answers or using AI.
Okay, fair enough, you know?
So that one's easy. The other one is, we have a reference sheet that is apparently used for like 80% of the test for the problems, so. And I already have that reference sheet printed out.
Doesn't sound
He's got the
too
cheat
terrible.
sheet.
Somebody check his computer, he's actively cheating. So. Last session. Does anybody have a write-up for last session?
No.
I'm not a
I'm
spy
very
like you.
Unfortunately.
Very well. Last session, our party decided to enter the cave that they had tracked the hobgoblins to after they had attempted to kidnap Malchester the session before. Entering the cave with their new snake companion, they began searching around stealthily as they possibly could. This worked relatively well, especially early on, able to pick off a hobgoblin relatively early, taking him completely out of the fight, and locating a few captive mages. However, after a pretty clever little plan ended up backfiring on our party, they ended up in a fight with the entire Hobgoblin camp. In this fight, you all managed to strike down the Iron Shadow, the Hobgoblin that had been harassing you all for some time and had fled from you twice now. Struck him down. However, this victory was not without casualties, as Opal attempted to close the distance with a mage to keep it from casting spells, and in a desperate attempt, the mage upcasted a magic missile, killing Opal instantly. We
Rip Opal.
ended our session off as Velisra and Sululethi were entering Sululethi's patron, the Accursed Archive. And we will be picking up session immediately as the two of you, in the briefest of moments, blinked and found yourselves in a brand new place entirely. Aisles upon aisles of books, shelves so tall that you can't see the top of them, and all around you, fluttering paper shapes, collecting books, hauling them to wherever they belong on the shelves, flittering about, almost like a colony of bees, constantly moving, always with a purpose. Despite all this commotion, the library is silent.
I'm just going to turn to Velisra, and I'm just going to put up my hand in the shush symbol, and I'm going to point towards the index in the middle of the area. I'm just going to silently walk over to it.
I guess I'll follow with.
Yes. Heading towards the index, an open book on a pedestal, surrounded by open tables.
I'm going to begin flipping through there, looking for the location of the nearest healer, DM.
Very well. As you begin fluttering through the pages, some information in the archive is harder to get than the rest. Something as simple as a location, likely not going to be that difficult to come across. As you spend some time, I'm going to need a stealth check as you try to keep your noise level as low as physically possible. Oh. Whether it's the nerves getting to you.
I'm not guidance because that's a vocal, so 23 for me.
No worries. Sululethi, whether it's the nerves getting to you, or... Let me rephrase that. The nerves of what is at stake getting to you, or the worry that you are here with someone else, and you hope beyond hope that they understand the rules that you told them before you entered. You find yourself fumbling the pages of the index for a moment, and almost knocking the book from the pedestal. However, Velisra, looking around with curious eyes, you manage to spot this. And your stealth check, you are able to grab the book before it hits the ground, stopping it from making noise. Your first question will result in a success. The information that you seek. The location of the nearest healer capable of bringing back Opal. You find that in the north of where you are now, there lives a hermit in the mountains. A hermit that, while secluded, is quite wise. And provided he does not think of you all as a threat, may be able to be convinced to help. It won't be for free, however.
I give Velisra a nod as I point out the location right there, and then give a little just point.
I'm going to change our maps. So, where that silly hand is pointing between the two rivers here, that is where you
so
currently
useful.
are. It really is. That is where you currently are. The location that you find in the book brings you to about here.
Okay.
I forgot to bring over the quest markers. So
There's a new feature they've added to this where you can make a pin.
I do not know. Oh, place a pin. Is that able to be seen? It's not.
Not on our end. It might be like you at the.
You might be able
Yeah.
to
Might be
move
just-
it to like the player visibility
Oh.
layer. Ah, there it is.
Yep.
There. I'm going to move that
Apparently
real
you can
quick
tie
because
a
I made
handout to it.
two. That's very cool. I like that.
It's
That's
literally.
fine. If you double click
brand-
it, it says handout not found.
Yeah, it's literally a brand new feature. I think they've added like this week.
Okay, I'm back.
Hello. Reminds
Hello,
me
back.
of.
No,
I
it was
think it's
added.
World
to-
Anvil.
It was added today.
You remember
It
something
reminds me
while
of
I was
World
dead?
Anvil. Yes. However, so they found the location of a hermit that may be able to help fix you. To the far north.
Yay!
You can even add your tokens that you use for pins. It seems.
Interesting.
Yep. I put the link to the thing in chat for later.
So,
Sulu Lethi simply stands to the side and gives a welcoming gesture towards the book to Velisra.
I guess. Well, she doesn't. I don't think we had any idea what the necklace did in the first place. So I'm not going to bother with that question. I want to see if there is a more permanent way I could do the zombie or intelligent undead thing for them, if that's a question I can find.
sure. So as you make your second check, I'm going to need stealth checks from the both of you once again.
Hey DM, if you want something funny, the book, the handout suggests that you use charisma saving throws too.
Charisma saving throws, that could also work.
moment. I will post it for you.
Let's see. Okay, yeah, that is a good idea. I will have you make a charisma save, because
Hey, DM.
something like that is going to be relatively difficult.
Hey, DM, I got a question.
I might have an answer.
Would you say this is would you say this is a magical effect?
That's a difficult question. I'm going to say no because you're just trying to find a book. The place itself is magical, but the book is not necessarily magical.
Okay. So charisma saving throw. Okay.
That's okay, though. The DC for that one was relatively low. Still possible to fail, however. One moment.
I was fishing for that advantage.
So, as you go pouring through the pages once again, the information that you find, that was on making the animate dead permanent?
Basically make it like an intelligence opal, like a permanent intelligent opal, if that was a thing.
So, it's going to be difficult and it's going to be expensive to maintain. You are essentially going to be casting Animate Dead every single day to attempt to keep Opal in her current state. Every time that you do it, there's a chance that there's going to be a piece of her that starts to slip away. Animate Dead is not meant to be long-term, and it does not keep most of the intelligence. If you're trying to keep her alive long-term with Animate Dead, there is a chance that something will be lost along the way.
This will be...
It is possible, but it's risky.
Okay.
Thank you, chat. She
Let's
doesn't have a lot of intelligence to lose, so this is really dangerous, guys.
What if the opposite thing happens and we make her smarter?
That would be
So my intelligence is already like base. I don't have like any modifiers to my intelligence.
They're just normal.
Yeah.
Okay, so you are an average human being. Well, cat being.
I was gonna say yeah.
Yeah. There is potential, the longer the spell goes on, the higher the DC is going to be every day to maintain her. It is possible, but it is not a long-term fix.
Would I have seen the information that Sulu saw earlier?
Sulu had pointed out.
Yeah. So that would be at least a 3 days journey at least to get there.
Through, might I add, completely uncharted wilderness. Yeah. That is beyond what you were able to see from the top of the crag.
And would I know, like, what would constitute long term? Are we talking like a month is when it would count long term, or when would like the drawbacks start to actually happen?
So you're going to be having to make a spellcasting check every day.
Okay.
Every day that you cast it, every day that you are keeping her alive, you're going to be making a spellcasting check.
Mm-hmm. All right. Trying to think, what else do we want to even try to ask or figure out?
I am stepping away from my computer. I still have my headset.
No worries.
Hey DM,
Yes, player.
Sulu Lethe will be stepping towards the book again. She is simply going to try and search for the safest route to get here.
Very well. Stealth checks from both of you, and then a low DC charisma save from Sulu. The safest route. Let's see.
Ooh, I got one final question, if that's possible.
We can ask as many things as we want. The problem is, if we fail one of
It's
these,
harder.
we get exhaustion, and the longer we spend, the more the Silent One may come to us.
I only got, like,
Especially
one
with
more
these
thing left.
relatively low stealth checks. Let's see here.
Yeah, 15 is respectable.
The safest route is likely going to be going along the coast and then heading inland.
Ooh. Hmm.
Because that keeps you as far from the dragon's supposed territory as physically possible.
That tracks.
I give Velisera a gesture once again, and I point to myself, and I point to... Hold on, I will post the other section. I will point to a little bell at the entrance hall, and I will begin slowly walking over towards it.
Well, this last question is a little greedy, but figure wise we'll ask it. She wants to see where and what happened to her lost kid when they went up here.
Very well. A stealth check, followed by a charisma saving throw.
15's alright.
Pretty good.
And a
Really
20.
good.
As you pour through the book, you find the pages empty. Instead, as you are looking through, thinking about your lost family, images begin to flood into your head. Images of the fog. Images of the creatures lurking within. The beast that approached the caravan. You feel fear. However, you don't see any bodies. You don't see any conflict. You just see flashes of these beasts chasing something. With a 22, what you're able to glean from this information is whatever these creatures are, they chased your family. They attempted to harm the people that you care about. But it would appear that wherever they are, they may still be safe, or at least alive.
If that's all I get, I'll follow Sulu.
I will strike the bell, DM.
Very well. You all rolled relatively well in the stealth checks. As you ring the bell, a second finally passes, and you blink once again and find yourselves in the damp cavern, not caravan. in the damp cavern.
Velisera,
Eh?
you do not speak a word of where you saw or the capabilities, but the information obtained is okay. Do you understand?
Oh, why not?
Thank you.
Well, we got one path to go, I guess. Don't really have anything to keep her body stabilized, though. At least not yet, until we take a rest.
I'm not too worried about that. From the looks of it, it was a few days at the most, maybe a week.
True.
And she's going to turn to Bug Bofferoff. Say, thank you for the assistance. Who are you?
I can't remember if I did dismiss my bear form, didn't I?
That's where you
Uh,
went.
I
Anybody remember?
deleted it. I deleted it, but yes, I do believe that you did after the fight.
Okay. I am Bug Bofferoff.
Cool. Thanks for the help.
No problem. I'd like to help.
Velisera, where's your other friend?
Oh, Bella's still towards is right there. The other one, I don't quite know. I guess he did hand me this before he disappeared.
Oh, also, my good friend now. That's an circumstance. Belazar, did you say it was?
That's right.
I have come across some information on how to fix the cat.
Has a name.
No.
There is a
Belazar
hermit.
is now finally aware that the cat is dead.
I have an idea, but I need permission from her first. But that will require rest.
There is a hermit to the north of here. And from the information I was able to gather, if we travel along the coastline, it will be safer to get there. Not the safest thing possible, but safer.
Okay. How
Great.
did that happen?
What?
Pointing at Opal. Belazar wasn't actually there when she went down.
Oh,
See, I don't know.
Bad mage pointed
technically-
finger. Lots of
Yeah.
missiles came out. Cat died.
yeah, lots of magic missiles.
I hate mages.
I squished mage for you.
Good. I like you.
By the
Thank you.
way,
Now, where do we need to take her?
Do you have a map? I don't have one.
yes, yeah.
Oh, good. You kept that. I thought Melchester took it.
Thank you. She's just gonna point up north, where Velisera and Sululethi saw. Up here, in this little mountain pass right here, we will find the hermit of sorts that could possibly heal Opal. Now the thing is, they're indifferent right now, so we don't piss them off.
Well, I guess it's a good thing that Melchester's not here.
Indeed.
I could piss off a stone.
Yeah, he tended to do that.
right. Well,
So
let's...
we need to go up the coast, you said.
Yes, along the coast.
That will lengthen the trip significantly.
But it
It
would be the
was
safest.
the safest path. And when we're carrying a corpse, I didn't expect us to want to travel for the longest time.
I
We're
can
most
leave.
dangerous.
Yeah, I can hold it to decay, but that's going to require a little bit of meditation to change to get that to go. So I think let's pillage what we can from here, take a rest, and then head out that way. I think. Of course, free the mages that are here. And probably
Yes.
send them towards our current settlement.
Also, thanks for not questioning where I got the info.
Don't worry about it. We all got secrets after all.
I don't care where you get information as long as it assists. As for the pillaging, I am absolutely for that, he says, ripping off another gigantic bite of roast chicken. I already got started.
Well, let's make sure everything is dead here at this point. I'm pretty sure there's only the mages left here.
Hey, DM.
And just going up.
Yes,
Can I take this mage's spellbook?
you can. They all appear to be exact copies of the one that was already posted in the loot channel before. However, the one that killed Opal seems to have the original. The others are poor copies.
We love standard
Thank
issue
you.
spellbooks.
Yeah, little more than just bundles of scrolls bound together.
Neat. Mr.
Thank
DM.
you, DM.
Yes, players?
Belazar would like to begin the pillaging of the cave.
Very well. I have loot for you all. Do we already have a party fund?
Yep, there's a Party Lines loot chat, but I don't think we have a... Oh yeah, there is a handout as well for party loot.
Fantastic. So, here is a list of what you find. Let me reveal this up here. Let me just reveal the entire map. Now that the threats are gone.
What about that thing?
Yes, there may have been one additional threat. I may have forgotten about that. We'll get back to that. We'll get back to that. So, in this office, that is where the vast majority of the loot is going to be. There are a few lock boxes in here. 3, to be exact. 2 of them look to be relatively standard. One of them much more ornate. You also... No. Okay. So that's what you find so far that stands out to you. 3 locked boxes. You find some standard-looking weapons. Appears to be various races' weapons, like made by various races.
Anything that looks quality.
Like they'll do in a fight, however, nothing seems to be magical out here, aside from the new weapon that the Iron Shadow had.
Oh, yeah, that fucking thing.
It's still a little warm.
What is it?
It appears to be a
Never
small
seen a weapon
sickle.
like this.
It appears to be a small sickle with a chain and a ball attached.
This is probably not something I've ever seen before.
It is definitely exotic. Those of you who have lived among dire elves recognize this as one of their weapons.
Man, dire elf bias is huge.
It's unfortunate. Even I don't recognize it.
It is. I would say I would definitely recognize it. I guess.
Yes. So this weapon is called a Karasagama. It is a scythe with a ball attached to the end. The ball is meant to be thrown to tangle up opponents' weapons or limbs. And it seems to hum with a slight arcane energy.
Well, it's definitely enchanted in some form.
It looks far too impractical to be effective.
Do you need me to take a look at it?
Sure, go right ahead. I'm not one with the reading of arcane arts.
Of course! I'd like to start ritually preparing Identify on it, DM.
Very well. As you prepare to ritually cast Identify, would anybody like to attempt to open up some of these locked chests?
Yeah, I'll start
Sure.
smashing some locks.
Very well. Go in the brute force method.
Yeah,
So,
I am the brute force.
Well, he's brute forcing one. I'm just gonna melt the other one's lock with poison spray, or not poison spray. Fuck, I don't have an acid spell. Never mind.
very well. There
Yeah, I
are
figured-
two standard-looking two standard-looking chests, and then one that looks a bit more ornate.
Belazar,
Mm.
I fancy myself quite the catch when it comes to loot, too. May I suggest this? And I just hand over a crowbar.
I think I'm liking you more.
Very
Yeah,
well.
I will take the crowbar and use the crowbar.
Is
On
that
which
TK or
one?
Belazar saying that?
Yes. Wait.
Nope.
We're waiting. We're waiting.
On
Oh, yes. Okay, fair enough.
on
Very good. Very good.
which ones would you like to use it on?
You said there was two normal and one ornate looking?
Yes.
Let's start with one of the normal ones.
Very well. Make me an athletics check with advantage because of the crowbar. A 14 is enough
guidance,
to break
please?
the crude lock. You may.
Yeah. Next one, you get the guidance, I guess.
Okay. You are guiding me on how to crowbar.
Try going to rise to there.
Okay. Hold on. Where's the... There it is.
Yeah. We'll just add the +2 to your 14. So that comes out to a total of 16. You were able to break the locks off of the two crude crates. What you find is a few sacks of coin, the coin totaling out to 320 gold, 540 silver, and 900 copper pieces.
Adding it. 320 gold. Sorry, silver was?
540.
And copper?
And 900 copper.
We are not going to shorten that. Nope. We're gonna do that. Yep. We're good. Okay. Next.
In the second chest, you find some trade goods. A bolt of fine dwarven cloth, and what appears to be a pouch of gemstones. 5 of them, to be exact.
What kind of stones? It's a shame we don't have
They're all
a rock
rubies
lover.
now. They're all rubies
They're
now.
all rubies?
5
Okay.
rubies.
Okay. Now,
Which leaves
big chest.
the fancy chest. I believe that Velisra said that she was trying to melt a lock. Would you like to try to melt this lock?
I don't really have anything for that unless you would say necrotic works for decaying the lock.
Necrotic would be able to rust it, which would then make it significantly easier to just kind of break off.
You said how fancy is this? You said it was fancy, but like how fancy?
It looks like they probably stole it off of a nobleman. The crate is lined with red velvet. Where it would normally be brass or maybe even iron, the metallic reinforcements appear to be a bright silver.
Right,
Very fancy.
Anyone good at picking locks here?
Yes.
It might be better to keep this one more in one piece, at least value-wise.
I could fix it if needed.
Of course. Hey DM, I'd like to walk over and just take a look at how it looks. The lock.
Yeah. Make me an investigation check if you would like to take a real close look at it.
I will assist and guide.
Okay. With a 20 investigation, go ahead and roll a d4 for guidance.
I was
With
also
a
getting the advantage for
23.
assisting.
Oh, go ahead and crit fish,
You gotta crit them
if you would
fishes.
like. Okay.
Okay.
With a 23 for investigation, you find that this is an enchanted lock. It can still be picked, but it is reinforced, meaning that a simple attack with a weapon or a crowbar likely not going to leave a dent in this.
Well,
Can I smite with a crowbar?
Yes.
I
It is
guess
a
Thoughts for later.
So what do you think? It's enchanted, right?
Oh yes. Take the chest along with us, and I'll disarm it on our next rest of sorts.
I can dispel the magic right now.
Oh please.
All right, and I'm just going to snap my finger next to the lock and cast dispel magic.
Very well. It's simple enough to do, as this was just an arcane lock. I believe a level 2 spell? Not difficult. It's either 1 or 2. And as the lock unlatches and you open the chest, it is significantly larger on the inside than it was on the outside, as this is a chest of holding.
What? Those come
That
in
is-
box form?
It
Wait,
does
what was it, sorry?
today. This is a chest of
this-
holding. Basically a place for you to
Ah.
store all of your stuff that you don't want to take with you out into the field.
Well, this is
Does it play? Is it like an
also-
ender chest?
Also, for the purposes of simplicity, you can use it to change currencies. Like, you can use it to exchange coins, because I'm not going to have
Oh,
you
yeah.
guys deal with that.
That is incredible. It comes with its own built-in banker.
Nice.
this is quite
Yeah.
useful.
Thank you, chat.
Ins-
They
Uh-oh.
put
Actually,
Coinstar
all
in D&D.
chests are of holding.
That's true. All chests are holding.
All chests
Wait,
are
wait,
holding. Oh, God.
Oh,
I've
birthday
been-
model. Birthday model. It's birthday.
I've been birthdayed.
Sippy
Hold
sip.
on.
Happy birthday. Everyone wish Black Cat a happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Every day's your birthday.
Happy birthday. It's all
From-
for you.
Happy
happy birthday.
birthday.
It's your birthday.
From all of us to you, it's your birthday. Now it's time for cake.
Wait,
Yum.
there's
When I
cake?
first started playing
Uh.
D&D with Black Cat, I always wondered why his birthday model looked so depressed. But the more I play, the more I understand.
There's a fun little bit of backstory behind that.
It's because we celebrate every day except for his actual birthday.
So last year on my birthday, I had done a 1-shot that turned into an 8-shot.
Oh yeah,
It was meant
that
to
was
be
fun.
it was meant to be a ha-ha funny boss fight because a creator that I follow on Patreon started putting out some very interesting creatures coinciding with the release of Monster Hunter Wilds. That did not turn into a 1-shot, as people wanted to explore every inch of this island.
Real
Oh.
inch for and I never once nearly died. I never once survived at 1 HP with a gunshot wound. Never once.
It wasn't just
You
one
know-
gunshot wound.
You know, I love it when, you pick up a new indie game and the indie game's like, hey, go over here to find the plot. And instead, you explore the entire fucking game, every pixel of possible space for all of those extra little Easter eggs in which there's none.
Yep, and so, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on, it has drastically changed the entire course of my setting as a whole, as you all do every time you step into my setting.
To be fair, 2 out of 3 of your actual campaigns have created a god. Let's make a third.
Yeah, that has happened. So,
I love it when we make gods.
inside of this
Right.
chest appears to be a much larger space. Inside of that significantly larger space, you find an ornate looking, or not ornate, a very authoritarian, brutalist would be a better word. A brutalist looking longsword covered in hobgoblin runes.
Interesting.
You find 3 sets of shackles. You find a pair of gauntlets and a wand.
So is the hobgoblin basically in goblin runes on language, or is it like a different language?
Yes, it's goblin runes, but it doesn't look like a goblin wrote it.
Well,
There
Well-
was the brutal looking hoblin greats or longsword, a pair of gauntlets. What else?
3 sets of shackles and a
3 shackles.
wand.
Wand. Okay.
well,
those
so
are
it
now
looks like you
recorded
got
in
some
party.
more things to identify for us, if that's all right.
I'm on it. I can only go so fast.
Oh, of course. Take your time.
No.
Do you want to say this thing is still here, or
So, as you guys are looting, you hear the occasional roar from the other room still. And what you find in that other room is a pit. A pit full of bones and a large creature.
Not the bone
This is-
pit.
This appears to have been the hobgoblin's pet. And in the pit, with it, is a partially eaten skeleton wearing what appears to be mage's robes.
Uh-oh.
Well,
Oh.
where the those missing mages went, outside the ones that are in the cages. Do we want
So
to
they were
free it,
just
put it
feeding
down?
them to it? Hmm.
Seeing how there's a throne and other things here, I think it was entertainment as well for them.
Hmm. Do I recognize this creature, DM? Is this familiar to me at all?
Make me a nature check.
Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be a thing.
Yummy.
With a 17.
16.
That's respectable.
With a 16.
Unless, yeah.
This beast is called an Otyug. They are not monstrosities, they're aberrations. Typically something that is found in deep caverns. This was likely living here before the hobgoblins moved in, and they decided that they would use it to get rid of their refuse. Mages who did not live up to their potential and were deemed unworthy, or troublemakers. There seems to be a few different sizes of bones in there, probably also threw some goblins in at one point, considering the fact that there was only one goblin in the entire camp.
Hey, DM.
Yes, player.
I'm just gonna look down at it, and in Goblin, I'm going to say, "Hello there. Are you hungry?"
The beast is not able to speak, and as it kind of looks up towards you, you see images in your mind of a hungry maw snapping at what appears to be body parts, but you feel as if it's just meat.
Oh, great! Can I take over one of the hobgoblin bodies and just like put it on the edge? You want this?
It continues to stare.
All right, buddy. Can you understand me?
It continues to stare.
Hey, DM.
Yes, player.
Can I like? I want to get that mage's robe so I can return it to its friends. Can I pile up all the other hobgoblin bodies that weren't the big bad guy and just start tossing them into a pile over here?
Yeah. As you start taking the bodies and just kind of throwing them in on the opposite side, the creature begins to feast. The snapping of bones can be heard throughout the entire cavern. If you would like to try to sneak in, well, you get the feeling that something like this might prefer live prey. You might need to make a stealth check.
I have a better idea, DM.
Okay.
Could I perhaps do a form of athleticism of just a sheer jump down, grab it, and then jump back up? Like, try to go faster than it can react?
Sure. I'll allow that.
Yeah, 14.
With a 14, getting down and throwing the body out is easy enough. You have a little bit of trouble climbing out due to all of the spikes surrounding the pit. And the beast starts to kind of turn and look at you. I will allow one more check before we're going to end up rolling initiative.
There you go, DM.
That's a good check.
As it begins heading towards you, its tentacles lashing out as if trying to grab at your leg. You manage to pull yourself out of the pit just in time. The last thing that you see as this thing loses sight of you is you being pulled back and being devoured.
She's just gonna turn back this time and comment, "It's unfortunate for you. I've got nerves of steel. Your mental gymnastics don't work on me."
It starts looking for something on the ledge, pacing around its enclosure.
Are you seriously taunting that beast?
We should back off now. It might have a weapon in there.
It's got a gun!
Oh god, the shit eater has a gun.
Actually,
It's reaching! Yes, player?
Stop
I
reaching!
have an image. I have
Could
an
I
image for this.
possibly try an investigation, tracing where it's trying to look at to find whatever it's trying to find?
I will allow an investigation or a nature check.
9.
It might be looking for something else that it can eat, but this pit is lined with spikes. It would be really hard for it to get out.
Well, let's not push our luck. I'm just going to grab the body and start heading over here.
Yeah. So, I'm assuming starting your ritual casting again?
Yeah.
Yeah. Does anybody have anything they would like to do in the 10 minutes that Sululethi is ritual casting?
Yeah, I try to break out of my gym. I'm kidding.
You sure can try. It's not gonna go very far.
I know. I'm just like probably just Opal's just trying to like bang on the gym, trying to like at least get. Can I see out of the gym, or am I just like?
You can see like a pinhole of what's happening. However, there is something else that is distracting Opal that we will come back to.
Mm-hmm.
As for what is identified in the chest, the manacles appear to have a light enchantment on them. If you manage to knock somebody unconscious and put these manacles on them, it suppresses spellcasting. It doesn't stop it entirely, but if they fail to cast a spell, it has psychic backlash. So it really is not in your best interest to try to cast while you're wearing them. You would notice that each of the mages had a pair of these manacles on them. You also find gauntlets of ogre power and a wand of web. In addition to this item from the Griffin saddlebag, the magpie Kusarigama, which I will read out for the chat. This sickle features magpie motifs resembling its beak, coloration, and talons. Connected to the base of the sickle is a metal ball at the end of a chain, allowing it to be swung at a distance. You gain a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this magic weapon, which has the finesse property. Once per turn, when you take the attack action and are holding no other weapons, you can make an extra melee attack with it as part of that action by using its ball and chain against a creature within 10 feet of you. You're proficient with the attack if you're proficient with sickles, and on a hit, it deals bludgeoning damage equal to 1d4 plus your strength or dex modifier. Whenever you hit or miss a creature with an attack using this weapon's ball and chain, you can choose to force it to make a DC 15 strength or dex saving throw, its choice. On a failed save, choose a weapon the creature is holding. That weapon becomes entangled in the sickle's chain. For the duration, you can't attack with the ball and chain, but the attacks using the entangled weapon are made with disadvantage. Neither you nor the other creature can move more than 10 feet away from the other, without either of you choosing to end the effect, or the other creature dropping the weapon. The creature can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect on a success.
Interesting.
Sulu Lethi's just going to explain each of the items as she identifies them. So, who amongst you is a weakling, unlike me, and needs some strength?
Not me.
Real quick.
I'm good.
Along with these weapons, there is a bundled up piece of parchment in the chest. It is sealed with wax, however there is no insignia.
Well, what's it say? As I crack it open.
Opening it, the writing is in common. It would appear that whoever wrote this has been practicing their calligraphy, as the writing itself looks like art. It is beautiful handwriting. Advanced payment for the delivery of assets. The blood must remain unspoiled. Any who indulge will be docked or culled.
Interesting.
Hey, DM.
Yes.
Could I possibly make an investigation check to find maybe what part of the world this kind of handwriting belongs in, if I've seen anything similar?
Sure.
22?
Nothing's really coming to mind. It doesn't look like anything that you've seen.
Well,
The
this is... Oh, yep.
The art of calligraphy is not really something that is commonly practiced. Somebody took the time to learn this. And it's just not a really, I'm trying to think of a way to word this. It's not really widespread.
Yeah, of course. Well, whoever's doing this has some time and money on their hands, so they have a pretty backer. Also, Sulu Lethi finally turns to the others. Now that we're out of danger's way, I'm Sulu Lethi. It's a pleasure to properly meet you.
Like I said before, Belazar.
I do apologize that our first meeting was like this. But I'm glad to see my father safe. Or I think he is.
Assuming he is. He's a wise little thing.
I'm going to be honest. I thought I'd be walking back, hauling his body away.
Thankfully you're not. As annoying as he was, I would hate to see him dead.
Oh yes, he never truly meant too much harm.
We should rest here tonight.
Indeed.
We should let the rest of the mages out. I'm gonna say while I go take them out of their cages.
Yeah. As you go and free each of them individually, they express their gratitude, and one of them, the one who had been keeping watch at the entrance, kind of comes back in, hearing that all the commotion is stopped, spellbook in hand, ready to cast if you weren't the faces that they saw. However, seeing that you're the ones who were still standing, they visibly relax. The young man. I'm glad to see that you're all safe. You saved all of our lives. Would you...
Please. It's nothing.
Would you mind if we stayed the night at your camp and decide what we're going to do in the morning?
Well,
We're going to camp here for the night. And I don't care if you stay.
Thank you. We're starving. They didn't hurt us, but they kept us on the verge of starvation. Tried to keep us from having the strength to run.
Well, then it would be poetic of you to indulge in their food, don't you think?
Not exactly the finest cuisine, but at this point, I think I'd settle for it raw.
And wriggling, perhaps.
Hey, DM.
Yes.
How many mages are here still?
4 alive. 1 half.
Okay.
1 half mage.
He's a half caster, not the kind you're hoping for.
But Bofroth is going to cast Good Berry to make 10 berries, and he's going to distribute them amongst everybody.
Why, thank you.
That is actually a sight for sore eyes there. The thought of eating after them, it left me a bit queasy.
Everybody that eats one gets a hit point and nourishment for 24 hours.
Fuck yeah, I'm eating that good berry. That's a pretty good berry.
It's a good berry.
It's a pretty good berry.
Welcome to Goodberry, home of the Goodberry.
Can I take your order? The 4 mages will indulge and will sit around the tables in the makeshift tavern, kind of quietly contemplating what to do next.
Now, I hope you don't mind, but may I tag along?
I see why not.
It's fine by me.
Thanks. I kind of need to keep an eye out for my father. Plus, on the other side, this place has so many curiosities about it.
You've proven your combat skills. I would welcome you among us.
Among us.
Among us? Quick, find the Among Us.
It was. I already made one last session down south.
I was looking for a good spot to make one. But... Oh, yeah. There it is.
Wait.
That's been there since last session.
Yeah, it has. Why is Lake so long?
Because I built it with the terrain. If you actually look at the terrain, it's mapped with the rocks.
He just tall as hell. So, getting... It's a ghost. I hope the ghost is doing his tasks. Why
Wait, no, that was wrong.
Why has the ghost got a boner? All right.
You know, you thought much worse than me because I thought that was just an Amogus mid motion, like he's sprinting towards something.
Yeah. That's what it was supposed to be, but then I saw it and it's like, wait, that's a penis. I can't draw that on Twitch. Can't just be out here drawing penises.
As you all...
Shall we long rest?
Yeah, if you guys would like to get a long rest in here, you are more than welcome to. Is anybody going to be keeping watch?
Yes! Sure, I'll do my last 4 hours for sure.
I think I will.
You two are welcome to it. I need a rest.
Bug will do first watch as well.
I'll take last watch. And I'm going to
Very well.
move some spells around as well during the rest.
All right. So, a few things are going to happen here.
Mm-hmm.
You all are able to get your long rest without issue, as nothing is going to be bothering you here in this cave. But we have a couple things to address. Opal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it was a +1 longsword. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Thank
just
you.
a standard +1 longsword. Opal.
Mm-hmm.
As you have been watching from this pinhole vision, stuck on the ground, never moving, as it's just from the last place that Opal herself was looking. You sit there, wondering what could possibly be happening to you. You don't feel how you would expect death to feel. In fact, the most surprising thing is the abject lack of feeling. Your entire body is numb. You don't feel the wounds that were made during the fight. You feel as if you are just a floating pair of eyes, if you didn't look down and see the rest of your body. And then... Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm gonna ignore this. I guess Opal would try to ignore this feeling of nothingness and still try to find a way to break out.
And as you're looking, slamming against the metaphorical glass, you hear a voice from behind you. Weak.
Huh?
There's no use.
Who's there? Show yourself!
I said there's no use.
Shut up! I'm not done trying, and Opal's gonna keep trying.
You're just going to exhaust yourself.
Oh, I'm not even done yet. I'm not tired.
As you kind of like... I'm assuming you kind of like, at least briefly, kind of look back.
I do.
You see what appears to be a torture rack with a person on it.
A what now?
A torture rack with a person on it. Tied at the arms and legs, being stretched. It looks incredibly uncomfortable. However, he does not show any signs of discomfort. Appears to be a relatively young man, probably in his mid-20s. Dirty blonde hair.
Do I recognize him?
And make me a history check.
History, you say?
Yeah.
History. Oh, I forgot to hit submit.
With a 19. As you are looking over him, trying to figure out where you can place this odd sense of familiarity. It's a dream you've had a couple times. The fight pit. Feeling yourself die. But not in your own body. As you look him over, you see that he's wearing the clothes that you saw on yourself in the dreams. His arms wrapped with cloth. The same tattoos along his sleeves. You've dreamt this person's death.
Wait. You're the guy from my dreams. Wait. Does this mean...
Kind of smirks a little bit. Ain't the first time I've been told that. First time in a while, though.
Well, okay, to be clear, you're not the guy in my dreams. I've literally dreamt about you when I sleep. What's going on? Who are you? Where am I? Is this the afterlife?
It's a form of hell, I'll tell you that.
Hell?
I've been having to watch for weeks. As first, that bandit had me. And ever since, I've been having to watch you be reckless.
Wait, that bandit, you mean... I'm assuming I don't have the necklace on me anymore, or the...
You do not. Not on your form in this place.
Wait, that bandit, you mean? And I grab for the necklace that I assume I still have, and I'm like, wait, where did it go?
How slow are you? We're trapped inside of it, you fool.
Wait, you mean that necklace I carried around? You were in there the whole time?
Having to watch your every mistake.
What do you mean, every mistake? I did what I had to.
Is that why you're in here?
Well, Opal's gonna like step back for a sec and just says, I don't know why I'm here. Last I checked, I was about to beat the loving shit out of this goblin wizard, and all of a sudden, I just blacked out. I don't know what hit me. Was this his doing? Are you working with him? Him as in the wizard.
I'm not working with anyone.
Then what are you doing here? What's your role in all of this? Who are you? What's your name?
Name's Ravel. And
Ravel.
I've been trapped in here. I'm not sure how long. What year is it?
Do you know how to... Well, you've been here for quite a while. You must have some idea on how to get out.
Yeah, 'cause if I did, I'd still be strapped to this rack.
Do I sense any hostility from this person?
You sense... Make me an insight check.
Ha-ha!
You sense an utter lack of patience, and you feel like Yeah, he's a little bit annoyed that after spending so long alone, the person that he has for company is this dense. He doesn't seem happy about his current predicament.
You seem to be in quite a predicament. Let me help you out, and I'm gonna try to get him out of this torture rack he's on.
Okay. And as you go and begin to undo his shackles, and he steps off of the rack and stretches his limbs. I appreciate that. But I need you to know something.
Oh? And what's that?
If you've been hearing what your friends out there are saying.
Well, can't really seem to hear them. All I can see is this tiny little, like, peephole that I can barely see through. I hope they're doing okay. I'm worried about them.
Well, if you'd stop yelling for more than 5 minutes, you might have made out a few more words.
Huh?
They're gonna try to bring you back. And I'll tell
Wait,
you
they
what,
are? What?
if that opportunity comes, it's mine, not yours.
What? No,
And
Oh.
as he begins to put up his fists, that is where, for the current time being, Opal's experiences will stop. As we transition back to the rest of the party, having completed their long rest. Having completed your long rest, each of you has something new. As you awaken, to find any of you with a visible birthmark, it is once again glowing, as it did during the fight. Please check the loot chat.
Loot? Where loot?
Your birthmark, each and every one of you, has given you a brand new custom ability. Belazar. Allies within 10 feet of you and yourself have a +1 bonus to rolls made to avoid being moved against your will. Opal will be skipping over you because you're dead. Aimer. Whenever you investigate stonework, arcane or otherwise, add half your proficiency bonus, rounded up to history, perception, or investigation checks. Velisra. Once per long rest, after failing an attack, roll, save, or check, you may add 1d4 to the roll after seeing the result. I worded that weird. It's essentially meant to be a late guidance. Like you can add an extra 1d4 to somebody else's roll.
Yep.
I will reword that. Bug. Whenever you make a stealth check in a natural environment, you may add half of your proficiency bonus rounded up. And Sulu. You may add half of your proficiency bonus rounded up on Arcana, History, or Investigation checks related to ancient or forgotten knowledge. Belazar, I'm going to change yours to half proficiency rounded up as well. Yours was the first one I rolled.
Okay. Cool. Rounded up, so it'll be a +2 right now. Cool. Very nice, very nice.
Oh. Hey, DM.
Yes, player.
Speak dead on Opal.
Speak with dead on Opal? Okay.
Oh. Oh, okay.
That's actually ingenious. Nice.
The reason that your previous scene was cut short is because you just got pulled out of the crystal for a brief moment and are going to be asked some questions. 5 in total.
Okay.
Alright. Hello, Opal. Please give me an update.
Oh, Velistra, hi. I'm inside the crystal, and there's this weird guy here who's saying he wants to, like, if he wants to leave, if you try to get me out, he's gonna take my place.
All right, that's good to know. Anyone else got a question?
Oh, hey,
So,
little
real
kitty.
quick, I would like to point out, answers are usually brief, cryptic, or repetitive. I'm going to
Okay,
say
sorry.
that... No, it's okay. I'm going to say that that's probably 2 answers.
Fair enough.
2 answers worth of stuff. How much you say is going to determine how much effort it takes from the spell.
Sorry, I forgot. I forgot it had to be. I forgot it had to be short and cryptic. Sorry. I can try again.
This is rarely used on player to player. To be fair,
this is the first time I've ever seen it used on player to player. You're okay to answer however you would like. However, how much effort you put into it is how much effort it takes from the spell.
Okay.
All right. My other question for you, Opal. Do I feel like that took more out of the spell when she talked, since I'm the one that cast it?
I'm going to say yes.
Okay, thank you.
I want to give player agency, but I also want to keep things from being just a ton of exposition.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Opal. I have a way to temporarily put you back in your body, though it will have drawbacks if I fail at doing it a few times. Would you accept this or not? We have a way to maybe get you back otherwise.
Yes.
That is the shortest answer I've heard Opal say in the entire campaign.
Hey, Sulu.
Yes!
What do you think would happen while Speaking of Dead is currently active and her soul's outside of that gem? Would she be able to take control instead of what's into that body? Would you say?
Probably not. Remember what the spell does. Look over your notes.
Oh, I know it's more. This is more of an enhanced, in a way. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, we're crossing into weird territory.
That's why I'm trying to ask the person that has
just
the checks to
remember. There are limitations on spells.
True.
And look over your notes. Usually, spells tell you how they work.
Yes, though this seems to be a very weird happenstance at the moment. I'm just thinking of a theory, if anything. That's 3 questions. Y'all got any other good questions to ask her, possibly, or do we want to try this?
Are you sure trying to bring back the dead in this form is the best answer?
Well, temporarily having her around for travel would be better than carrying an object. And I do have permission.
I don't mind carrying. Cat looks light.
Fair. Well, the other issue is it takes a bit to cast a spell, so if we do need her, it's going to take at least a minute to do if we do need her. Physically, at least. That's where my mind's at. It's going to take about a week's journey or more.
Oh, yes. My only concern is if you bring her back in such a form, think of all the exertion it's going to do to a corpse.
True.
Magic is fun until you have to face the consequences.
Well, if you don't want to risk it, I'll just put her in stasis then.
Besides, that journey doesn't look so bad. I saw it myself.
You may have seen what currently is safe, but we don't know what would be in the future be safe, is the quandary.
So you're saying we go fast?
Possibly. Alright. Opal, what else was in that gym of yours?
Another man.
Walt,
Alright.
I just gotta say it. You're really slarging it up right now. I love it.
I'm just remembering how Baller Skate that works when you do speak with dead.
I can't stop picturing the scene from the recent movie.
Right?
God, I love that movie so much.
It was so good.
Did that count as a question? Yes. No, that wasn't a question, right?
I wasn't talking to you. It's so good. I love it.
Alright, my final question. Opal, what do you want us to do with your body if we're not able to bring you back?
Ooh.
I feel like that's gotta be the worst answer. Ooh.
Oh, I know.
No. That's
Does that count as an
ooh,
answer?
because I'm trying to think how Opal would answer. Give me one sec.
I know, but it's just so funny. Just they hit you with the ooh.
Ooh, the hard question.
Bring home.
Alright, slumber. And then I'm going to ritually cast Gentle Repose on her body.
Very well. Ooh. Did we convert all of the copper coins?
Not
Too
yet.
bad, we'll convert it back.
Yeah. I was like, oh no, I gave you a tool to not have to carry pennies around, and now you have a use for pennies.
Wait a minute, how big's the chest?
So the chest is essentially a bag of holding,
Well,
but
I mean,
as
like,
a chest.
what's the opening size? So, alright,
Just put Opal in it.
yeah, I was gonna say, put Opal in the bag of holding.
Yeah,
For
Opal
the
would
chest
fit.
Actually, ingenious.
Opal would fit.
Alright. Rest well, Opal, and I'll just open the chest. Bug, can you put her in here, please?
Okay. Bug will pick up Opal and then gently put her into the chest.
Alright. Shall we get going then?
Yes. After a good night's sleep, I feel great and ready to go.
La la la.
And go we shall. La la la.
For the
Bug
time
will-
being. Hey Walter.
Mhm.
Do you want to play as one of the mages so that way you're not just sitting out?
I
That's
guess
why I
I
was
can.
wanting to do the animate thing. That way they could play something.
Oh, I was thinking that Opal could, or Walt could play as the bard dude.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That could
play
also
Mark.
work. I would have
You
to
mean
stat him out.
you mean Corin?
Yeah, I would have to stat him out in between games because I don't have his actual stats here. I had just
Fuck
been
yes,
using.
stat him.
I had been using just regular Bard with like a couple of extras that I had in my head, but I will stat him out in between games if you would like to play as Corrin, or I can just hand you the sheet for a Hobgoblin Devastator, which is what one of these mages would be.
Honestly, I think being Corrin might be fun just to play Corrin for a bit.
Very well.
So do we just want to pause for now? That way he can plot?
We're only coming up on 2 hours, but that is up to you all. If we would like to have next session be a long journey to the north to attempt to get a way to fix Opal.
That
Wait, we're
honestly
taking the cat to
might
get
work
fixed?
out pretty well.
That way we can at least make
'Cause-
sure that he has something to do.
And also, I
All
do
right.
those 2 exams tomorrow.
Yeah, you do have those 2 exams, and I know that quite a few people are feeling quite tired. So,
Yeah,
in that
I'm
case,
still
then,
catching up from my trip, so
in that case, then, with some pretty crazy revelations coming from Opal, thanks to a spell that I forgot existed for a brief moment, never considered being used on a player.
That was literally the plan as well in game, was to ask before I animated it anyway. So
yeah, we're gonna chalk up the silliness there to Opal being a wild magic sorcerer, so having magic cast on her like that, it's gonna act a little bit wonky, because after the fact I also read the corpse knows only what it knew in life.
Oh shit! Sorry.
No, it's all good. So we're just gonna chalk it up to Opal having a lot of weird magic going on right now. Well, with that, kind of an early one, but I'm going to throw out a quick raid. Let's find somebody to throw a raid out to. And to my players, I was just writing those little birthmark abilities while I was at work. If any of them feel like too weak or anything like that compared to the others, feel free to let me know and we can try to workshop something together.
they all seem basic enough.
Yeah, they are meant to be a basic starting point. Let's see. I am going to throw a quick raid out to Kiwi, who is currently playing 2v8 Dead by Daylight. Thank you everybody for hanging out and stopping by. Thank you to my players. And I hope that you all have a good one. There we go.
Oh, anyone taking
There
those
we go.
gauntlets of
Raid is
overpower?
starting to go. Y'all have a good night now. Bye, chat.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye, chat.
All right, I'm going
Take
to deafen up
Get
for a bit
swole.
and hang